aromatic yellow rice flavored with whole spices along with nuts and raisins. This yellow pulao recipe transports me to my Kolkata at this festival time. Hey everyone, Namaskar and welcome to Curries with Bombi, and this is my version of the very popular Bengali recipe BASANTI PULAO. This recipe is traditionally done using this aromatic short-grained rice known as Gobindobhog. But if your Indian grocery store doesn't keep this rice, then you can use Basmati rice. Kalijeera or jeera samba rice can also be used. As always, the very first thing that you need to do is to wash the rice very well till the water runs clear. In this way, the excess starch from the surface of the grains is removed, preventing the rice from becoming sticky after it is cooked. So please make sure you wash the rice grains very well before cooking. After that, drain all the water and spread out the grains in a colander or large strainer. Let all that water drip off and allow the grains to air dry. You can even spread out the rice on a dry, clean cloth if you do not have a large colander. Okay, so after about an hour, my rice grains have fairly dried up. Pour them in a big bowl. Now we will marinate the rice, and the very first ingredient is ghee. This recipe needs ghee, my friends, and the smell of ghee dominates here, but you can definitely use oil if you have any concerns. Next comes turmeric powder, which gives that characteristic yellow color to this pulao. But do not use too much of turmeric, as that will ruin the dish. Then I need grated ginger. Now with your hand, yes my friend, with your hand, mix everything very well so that each grain of rice gets a coating of that ghee and turmeric and ginger. You can use gloves if you're too concerned about your nails getting yellow, but the rice needs all that love from your fingers. Now cover it and leave it aside for about half an hour, allowing the rice to absorb all those flavors. Heat a pan over medium heat. Once it turns hot, lower the heat and add about a tablespoon of ghee. Then comes the whole spices, a dried bay leaf, green cardamoms or elaichi, cinnamon stick, and cloves. Stir the spices on low heat for a second. Then add cashew nuts. Remember to fry the cashew nuts on low heat, or else they will burn. Once you see the nuts turning little brown, add golden raisins. Raisins have a tendency to get burnt very easily, so just stir for a second and then immediately add the rice. Crank up the heat of your stove to medium and keep on stirring the rice. By toasting the rice, the flavor is enhanced, and at the same time the starch breaks down, resulting in a rice that won't turn sticky after it is cooked. In this way you will get a perfect pulao with all the grains staying separate. Soon you will hear little crackling noises from the rice, and the grains will turn from a glossy appearance to an opaque whitish kind of look. At this point, you need to add hot water. Use the same cup in which you had measured your rice to measure water. I used 2 cups of rice, so I boiled 4 cups of water, but I added just 3 3/4 cups of water. Save that quarter cup of water for later. Add salt. Now as soon as you see those bubbles, cover your pot with a tight lid and lower the heat to the lowest possible mark. Keep it like this for 10 minutes. The cover of my pan has a hole in it, so I sealed it up so that all the moisture stays inside the pan. After 10 minutes, let's see what's happening in that pan. Very gently loosen up the rice by running your spatula along the sides. Do this very carefully, as you do not want the rice grains to break. There is still a lot of moisture left in the pan, and my rice is almost 95% done, so I won't be adding that quarter cup of water that I had saved earlier. If you see the bottom of your pan is all dried up, and after tasting your rice, if it still seems very chewy, then do add that quarter cup of water at this point. Next comes sugar, then a pinch of ground nutmeg, and a pinch of ground mace. Finally, little bit of garam masala powder. And don't get alarmed by seeing the quantity of sugar, as this is a sweet pulao. Hence it is also known as Misti pulao, Misti being sweet. Then mix everything lightly. Do not stir too much, as that will result in a mishy-mashy rice, and you do not want to deal with that. Last but not the least, I added that remaining bit of ghee. Now again cover it for 5 minutes on very low heat. If you are using basmati rice, then keep it for 10 minutes. After 5 minutes, take it off heat. Please do not be tempted to open the lid at this point to catch a glimpse of all that beauty. The residual heat in the pan will soak up any extra moisture, so let it sit like this for about half an hour. After half an hour, open the lid and remove whatever whole spices that catches your eyes. The last thing you want is a cinnamon stick saying hello to your teeth. Now with the help of a fork, gently loosen up the rice from the sides. Take a bowl of water and dip the fork from time to time so that it becomes easy to fluff up the rice. The subtle flavor from those spices, along with those nuts and raisins and that divine smell of ghee, this is too good, my friends, you have to try it. Then again cover it for another half an hour. The longer you let it stand, the better the rice will taste and the grains will separate out more. This goes best with any spicy curry that has a thick gravy. I have linked up some of those recipes showing up on the screen. And since it is Durga Puja time in West Bengal, let me end this video by saying, সব্বার জন্য রইল আমার শারদীয়া শুভেচ্ছা আর অনেক অনেক ভালোবাসা। Bye bye.